Hi everyone, it's Jennifer from Fiberflux. In this video, I will show you how to crochet a birthday candle applique. These little appliques can be used on a birthday t-shirt or as an applique for another garment. You can use them as a birthday decoration. And each candle has a candle base and a flame on top, and then they're seamed together. For this project, you'll need a 5mm H crochet hook, and I used worsted weight acrylic yarn. You'll need a color for the base and a color for the flame. I used Red Heart Super Saver in the bright yellow and Red Heart Super Saver in the perfect pink for the pink one. And that's the color we're going to be making today. So I'll get these out of the way. You'll also need a tapestry needle and a pair of scissors to do your finish work and to seam the flame onto the candle base. So let's get started. We're going to begin by crocheting the flame, and that is worked in the round, in just one round. So to begin, we're going to put a slip knot on our hook. To make a slip knot, wrap yarn around your fingers, bring the yarn behind the loop, reach in with your crochet hook, bring up that loop, and just tighten it onto your hook. Next, we're going to chain 4. To make a chain, wrap yarn around hook, bring it through the loop. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to join with a slip stitch into the last chain from our hook. The farthest chain away from our hook. So insert your hook into the chain, bring up a loop, bring that loop through the other loop on your hook. You can pull that ring apart now, and we're going to hold the tail alongside of the ring so we can weave it in as we go along, as we make our stitches. Next, into the center of the ring, we're going to work 4 single crochets. To make a single crochet, insert your hook into the ring, bring up a loop, wrap yarn around hook, bring it through both loops. That's 1 single crochet. We're making a total of 4. So 2, 3, and 4. Next, we're going to work a half double crochet into the center of the ring. To make a half double crochet, wrap yarn around hook, insert it into the ring, bring up a loop, wrap yarn around hook, bring it through all 3 loops on your hook. Next, we'll work a double crochet, wrap yarn around hook, insert it into the ring, bring up a loop, wrap yarn around hook, bring it through the first 2 loops, wrap yarn around hook, bring it through the last 2 loops. Next, we'll work a treble crochet. This little flame is really a sampler of basic stitches if you're wanting to practice these stitches as well. So next we'll make a treble crochet, wrap yarn around hook twice, insert it into the ring, bring up a loop, wrap yarn around hook, bring it through the first 2 loops, wrap yarn around hook, bring it through the next 2 loops, wrap yarn around hook, bring it through the last 2 loops on your hook. So we have half of a flame. Let's finish the other half of the flame by working a double crochet, a half double crochet, and 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And to close our flame, we're just going to join with a slip stitch to finish, to close up our round here. Next, we can trim and fasten off, and our flame is complete. It'll look something like this. And then if you flip it over, we had this tail that we held against the ring. We're just going to pull that tight. Everything's all woven in. You don't have to do that part now. Trim. And then what you want to do is just kind of shape up your flame. You can like give it the top a little pinch to make it more flame-like. Then you'll have a tail. We can move the yellow. We're finished with the yellow. you'll have a little tail at the bottom. You just want to take your tapestry needle and just weave in that end here. Let's go in one direction and in the other direction. Okay, so the first part of our little birthday candle is complete. You can just trim this off. Next, we're going to work the candle base. So we have this part complete. Now we're going to work the base. Okay, just get some of the pink here, and you can make these any color. You can make them a rainbow of colors if you like. So we're just going to, again, put a slip knot on our hook, and we're going to chain 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So this is our starting chain. Next, we're going to work a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. This loop here does not count. So we're going to count 1, 2 in the second chain from the hook. We're going to work a single crochet right into that chain, just like that. And then we're going to work a single crochet in each chain all the way across. So our candle base will be worked flat and lengthwise. So we're just working a single crochet in each chain all the way across. Just need a little more yarn here. There we go. And we're about halfway through this row here. Next, we're going to work our second and final row. We're going to chain 1, turn our work, and then we're going to work a single crochet in this first stitch and every stitch all the way across for the very last row. Again, these are a great way to use up some scrap yarn that you might have, and you can even experiment with some novelty yarn or some sparkly yarn to make these candles extra festive, or even some of the new reflective yarns that are out there. If you're make your candles look kind of glowy, like they're lit or something like that. So we're just coming up to the very end here, and we're also going to work into, when we chain 1 and turned, we're going to work a single crochet into that turning chain space as well. Okay, so we finished our candle base, and you can just break the yarn, fasten off. Okay, so we have 2 tails, one at each end of our candle base. You're going to weave 1 tail in and leave 1 tail intact. So let's go ahead and weave that tail in, that last tail. And this one will be out of the way and hidden, and then you can just come back with another pass to finish off the candle. And then you can trim that off, and that one's woven in. This one we want to leave, because what we're going to do is we're going to stitch the flame to the top of the candle. So what you're going to do is thread your tapestry needle and flip the flame and the candle base, and you're going to kind of overlap it like I've done with the other one. You're going to kind of overlap the candle base on top of the flame, just a tiny, tiny bit. Then you're going to take your tapestry needle and you're just going to come in through the flame and into the base. So I have both of them in my needle. I'm just going to do that a few times across, maybe like 3 or 4. No need to over stitch it. just enough to get it secure. Just come in like that. But you want to do enough stitches so that it's not gonna fall off or look sloppy. Okay, so that's nice and stitched, nice and secure. So then you can just tie a little knot in that, just like that, and then just keep your needle threaded, and you can just go right ahead and weave in those ends. You don't even have to rethread your needle. Just go right in there like that, and then you can trim the yarn. And there you go. There is your birthday candle applique, just like your other one. And I also wanted to mention that if your candle is curling a little bit, you can take a steam iron, an iron on the steam setting, and just hold a towel over it and quickly press it. And that'll help with some of the curling. If you're using animal fibers or natural fibers, you can soak these or spray them with water and kind of pin them and block them that way. But because they're little and kind of a strip, they tend to want to curl. If you go to I'll provide the link below. If you go to the Fiberflex blog where the written pattern is to these, I've provided a link to a really good steam blocking tutorial that I highly recommend. So this is how you crochet a birthday candle applique. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure and click the red subscribe button to get all the latest Fiberflex video updates. Thanks again!